Hey there, my lovely students. Have you ever found yourself in an awkward silence, not knowing what to say in English? You know what I mean. You're standing next to someone, maybe at work, on the bus, or even in a coffee shop, and you want to say something friendly, but your brain just freezes. No words come out. Well, today, that changes. In this video, I'm going to teach you 10 super useful small talk phrases that native speakers use every single day. And not only that, I'll show you exactly how to use them, when to use them, and even how not to mess them up. Because yes, many learners get them wrong. But don't worry. I've got stories, examples, and even some funny mistakes I've heard in real life. So stick with me till the end, and by the time we're done, you'll be ready to jump into any friendly chat with confidence and a big smile. Let's make English fun and real. Ready? Let's dive in. 1. The weather's nice today, isn't it? Ah, the classic weather opener, simple but powerful. My lovely student, let me ask you a question. Have you ever just stood beside someone and said nothing because you didn't know how to begin? If you say yes, you're not alone. And you're also going to love this. Talking about the weather is the easiest, least risky way to start a friendly chat. You don't need deep knowledge. Just look up, feel the sunshine, or notice the clouds, and say, "The weather's nice today, isn't it?" You can also say, "Bit chilly today, huh?" Or, "Can you believe this heat?" The trick is not just the words, but the tone, the smile, the friendly energy. But don't make the mistake of forcing this in a serious moment. If someone looks upset or busy, it might come off as weird. Pick the right moment, and this little phrase can melt the ice. 2. Did you catch the game last night? Now, this one is gold if you're in a culture that loves sports, especially football, basketball, or even cricket. My learners, let me ask you, do you know why native speakers love this question? If you said, "Because it creates connection," you're absolutely right. Because it gives people something to get excited about. Did you catch the game last night? Doesn't just ask if they watched. It opens the door for opinions, reactions, even jokes. You can follow up with, "I couldn't believe that last goal," or, "They really messed up the second half." But here's a warning. Don't ask this if you have zero interest in the sport. People can tell if you're faking it. Instead, pick something you actually like and use it to start the talk. 3. Have you been up to anything fun? This is one of my favorites because it's casual, friendly, and works in almost any setting. Imagine, you bump into someone from class or work, and instead of saying, "How are you?" for the 10th time, you say, "Have you been up to anything fun?" My lovely learner, let me ask, what would you answer if I asked you that right now? If you say, not much really, that's okay, because even that can lead to a conversation. The beauty of this phrase is, it's not too deep, but it invites real answers. People might say, yeah, I went hiking. Or, I binge-watched a whole Netflix show. And boom, you've got a topic. But don't turn it into an interview. Stay relaxed. Share something too, like, I tried baking bread yesterday. It didn't go well. 4. I love your outfit. Where did you get it? Compliments. My students are magical, especially when they're genuine. This phrase works beautifully when you notice someone's style and want to start on a positive note. You can say, I love your outfit. And if it feels right, add, where did you get it? But please, only say this when you really mean it. Learners often try to use compliments like tricks. But if your tone is flat or fake, it backfires. I once had a student who said this to someone wearing a very simple t-shirt, and it came off as sarcasm. So, be honest. Be specific. That jacket is awesome. Is it new? Works even better. A compliment can lead to stories, shopping tips, or even laughs. 5. What's your weekend looking like? This one is perfect for a Friday, or even Thursday, when people start dreaming of freedom. It shows you're friendly, interested, and it keeps things light. My lovely learners, what would you say if someone asked you this? If you said, just relaxing at home, you've already started the chat, and now you can ask them, how about you? You can also use variations, like, got any fun plans this weekend? Or, anything exciting coming up? Just avoid this early in the week, like on a Monday, because then it feels odd. Timing is everything with small talk, and this phrase is a Friday gem. 6. How's work school going? This one is a classic, but also tricky. It shows care, but it can also be a little too direct if the person's stressed. So, use it when you have some rapport, not with a stranger in the elevator. Say it with warmth. How's school going these days? Or, is work still keeping you busy? It works great when you're catching up with someone you haven't seen in a while. My lovely student, let me ask, what if they say, ugh, don't remind me? If you say, then change the subject with a laugh, you're absolutely right. You can say, sounds like you need a vacation, and shift to something lighter. 7. Have you seen any good movies lately? Entertainment is a powerful connector. This question opens the door to all kinds of reactions. They might say, yes, I just watched Oppenheimer, or I binged Stranger Things again. And you can follow up, what did you think? Or would you recommend it? But here's where learners mess up. They forget to prepare their own answer. So when the person asks back, how about you? They freeze. So always have one show or movie ready in your mind. And if you're not a big movie fan, ask about music or books instead. Same idea. 8. I heard there's a new cafe opening downtown. This is what I call a community hook. It shows you're aware of your surroundings and invites the other person to share their thoughts. You can say, I heard there's a new cafe opening downtown. Have you checked it out? Or, there's this pizza place everyone's talking about. It works especially well in cities or schools where things change often. But make sure you're not just making it up. One of my students once said this about a place that had already closed. Embarrassing, right? So, check your info and use this kind of phrase to show you're connected to local life. 9. What's the latest with your project? This one is great when you know the person has been working on something. Maybe a class assignment, a work task, or even a personal goal. It shows interest and keeps things personal. You might say, what's the latest with your thesis? Or, how's the website project coming along? But my lovely learner, let me ask, what if they haven't made progress? If you said, then ask gently, and don't push. You're right. You can say, still figuring it out? Or just change to something more fun, like, I totally get that. I've been procrastinating too. 10. How's your family doing? This one is more personal and should be used when you know the person well enough. It shows care, warmth, and genuine interest. How's your family doing? Works beautifully when someone recently shared about a sick parent or a big family event. But don't use it randomly, especially if you don't know anything about their family situation. One time, a student asked this to someone who had just lost a loved one, and it turned awkward fast. So, be thoughtful and say it gently. How's everything at home? Or, how's your brother doing, if you know them better? This small phrase can build deep connections when used with kindness. So, my amazing learners, how are you feeling now? More confident? I hope so, because these 10 small talk phrases, they may sound simple, but they're powerful tools. They help you build connections, start conversations, and sound just like a native speaker. And remember, it's not just about the words, it's about the energy you bring when you say them. Be curious, be warm, and don't be afraid to say the first word. Even a simple, nice weather, isn't it, can turn into a full conversation. Practice these phrases out loud. Use them with your friends, classmates, or even in front of the mirror. You'll be surprised how fast your confidence grows. And hey, if you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to leave a comment and let me know which phrase you'll try first. Until next time, keep smiling, keep learning, and keep speaking English every single day. You've got this, and I'm proud of you.